So I appreciate you guys coming. You know, for me, with everything that goes on with baseball, I try to also, I think it's important that this should also be an experience. So you guys coming, you know, I feel like this is important for culture, everybody kind of being together, celebrating what these guys work for. So I appreciate it because it's very important to me. And all the guys that are younger, the purpose is for you guys to one day be sitting at the table as well. So I feel like it's kind of a whole process all the way through. This year we have 10 guys committing to play college baseball, and that in itself is very exciting. For me personally, you know, this is my livelihood, this is what I do, but this for me is my form of currency for all you guys. To see, like I tell you, I've been in y'all's shoes, I've gone through it, I know the ups and downs that you guys all go through, so to put in all the work, to see what these guys do on their own time when nobody else is watching, the hours they spend in the cage by themselves late at night, to see it pay off, you know, that's what us as coaches, that's why we're doing this. So this is very exciting. I'm going to go through, and I know Jaden's probably like, man, I've heard this dude talk for 5 years. I'm tired of listening to him talk. I'm going to go through and I'm going to say a little bit about all of them. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. I want to talk first about all the Langham guys. So we have Santiago, Grayson, Carter, Matt, Jake, and Caleb. Caleb, Jake, Matt, and Carter, are all going to Oklahoma Wesleyan University in Oklahoma. And then Grayson is going to Wilson College in Pennsylvania. And then Santiago is going to Jefferson Community College, which is in New York. This group, to me, they've kind of been a special group for a few reasons. Matt started with us originally, and last year he brought Caleb, Jake, Carter, Grayson, Santiago. And one of the things that I told them was I wanted them to play as a team. You know, they played together at school as Langham. They were all varsity guys. I wanted them to stay together for the summer. To me, I thought that was important to continue building that camaraderie and working together, going through the ups and downs you go through as a baseball player, because they went back to school. They've already spent 3 months, 3-4 months, or even the fall playing together. And what ended up happening for them is they went on, and I'm not saying this is the Jays' credit at all, but I would like to think that we maybe played a little part. But they went on and they made playoffs for the first time in 10 years at Langham. And within that, they all had a lot of success personally and as a team. Santiago, Grayson, Carter, and Caleb all made all district for Cy-Fair. So that in itself, you know, is a huge accolade that you can have. I told you guys last year, you know, as a team that I had high expectations, and y'all lived up to them. So congratulations to you guys. The second guy I'm going to talk about, who do I want to go to? We're going to go Garrett Burks. So Garrett, this is kind of a learning moment for all you youngsters in the room. So he committed to Mountain View University, which is a junior college in Dallas. And this is kind of the crazy world of recruiting that's going on right now. Last week, Monday, Tuesday? Sunday? Okay. So Sunday last week, you know, all the events we play in up at Franklin, Premier, I've built a good relationship with a lot of those coaches. And one of the things I tell these guys is it's important to, no matter where the coach is, talk to them, introduce yourself, get to know them, because you never know where those guys are going to end up. So even if he's not at the school that you particularly want to go to, you never know when those job switches might change, and now he's in a position to recruit you. So we had a coach that I've got a good relationship with. He's at Centenary. He recruited Jeb Gordon last year from Klein. Jeb went to Centenary this year. I stayed in contact with Cody all throughout the year. So he's a really good guy that I've been able to build a relationship with, someone that I'm comfortable sending players to. So last week I get a text from Garrett. The Centenary coach, Cody, got a new job at Angelina Junior College. So I get a text from Garrett that Cody reaches out to him and offers him a scholarship. And, Garrett wanted my advice on what to do. We texted back and forth. He sought out some other input from other people, and he decided to commit to Angelina. So within a week, he was going to Mountain View. That has now changed where he's going to Angelina Junior College. That's one of the things that, like I said, I tell these guys is you never know when the relationships that you create in baseball may lead to you being able to go to the school that you want to go to just because of the changing of coaches moving around in the coaching carousel. So I'm very excited for him to get the opportunity to go to Angelina. Garrett actually tried out for us twice, right? Yeah. Tried out on one different occasion. I don't think it worked out for whatever the reason was. Decided to come back last summer and played a very big role in the success of our team. Our older group last year got the chance to go play at Globe Life Park, the Ranger Stadium, and that was due to us winning the tournament, the best in U.S. Or we didn't win it. I'm sorry. We went 14 innings. That was a heartbreaker. I got thrown out in the first inning of that one. But because of how we performed in that tournament, they gave us the opportunity to go to the Globe Life event where we were able to be in front of a bunch of coaches, showcase themselves. But for them, it was about being in the big league stadium. And Garrett that weekend closed out one game and an hour later started the next game. And that was the game that got us not only to the semifinals, but then to the championship afterwards. And then, he was a two-way guy, so he pitched and then played between third, short, and second. He played every other position on the field, or in the infield. I'm extremely excited for him. I think he's going to have a awesome opportunity at Angelina. I talked to Cody this weekend when we were up at Franklin with the 17s this year, and I know he's very excited about him coming in. He's actually going there with Eric as well. If you guys know Eric, he's back there in the back. I'm kind of going to extend on my story here for a learning moment for you guys. Continued. Eric was at TSU, and he's kind of in the same boat as Garrett is. So you guys take this as a learning moment. Don't not talk to a coach because the name on the school is not what you want it to be. My final three, Caleb, Jaden, and Aiden. So Caleb's going to Nelson University. Jaden's going to Ranger Junior College, and Aiden's going to Baton Rouge Community College. So I love all these guys up here equally, and they've all played a huge role in the organization. But I will say, with everything in life, you have to start somewhere. And so for me, these were the three guys that I originally started with back in 2021. I was actually coaching Aiden with another team, and they were, 13, 14, I think? They didn't have a high school program. They had nowhere to go. I had just finished playing. I had talked to his parents and the guy that was kind of helping me coach the team, and I said, hey, this is what I want to do. You guys don't have a high school program. I want to help guide these guys through high school and kind of help them navigate to eventually get to this day. So I said, I'm going to start my own thing. I'm not coming back in the fall. He said, hey, that's cool. Go ahead and do it. So Aiden was the first one that came with me. We also had two older guys that graduated last year. We went into the spring, and I essentially had three players. Aiden met Jaden through the Cy Ranch prep stuff. His dad talked to Jaden's dad, said, hey, you need to come over here. Jaden came over. Caleb was doing lessons with Coach Alex. If you guys know Coach Alex, kind of the same thing. I was working out of Alex's facility. I told Alex, this is what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to get guys, help guys get to college, start a high school program. And Alex talked to Caleb about joining the team. So they were my first 6 guys that I started with, or 5 guys that I started with. And I know Caleb's parents and Aiden's parents and Jaden's parents can vouch for this, but that first year was rough. It was rough. It was like watching the Bad News Bears. And the one thing that, I asked them, because we got to the summer and it was kind of just like we needed bodies just to make this thing work. And so I asked them, just trust in the process of what I'm trying to do. And thankfully they did. That summer, Jaden kind of talked to some guys that were at school. That's how we got Eric, or I'm sorry, that was in the fall. That's how we got Eric. And next thing you know, the talent pool that we started to get improved. And that's kind of what led us to be here today. But without these three guys, we're not sitting in this room. And that, to me, they have allowed me to just honestly really live my dream of what I wanted to do post-baseball. I can't think of anything else that I would rather do than this. And so, like I said, we all have to start somewhere. Those three, like I said, I love you guys equally, but they have a kind of a special place for me because they're kind of the foundation and the core pillars of what allowed me to get this started and get this off the ground. So for me to help them have the opportunity to play college baseball and be able to go off, it's kind of like full circle, because this is what we talked about 4 years ago. So now to be sitting here, this is what it was about. So I'm excited for each and every one of you guys, and you guys that are close, I can't wait to come see you play. You other guys are going to have to send me like a streaming network or something, because I'm not making it up to Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. But other than that, guys, congratulations. I'm extremely excited. You guys can go ahead and put your name on the dotted line. At the very bottom, that little red box there.
Signature?
Just your signature, man. Make sure you fill out all the information so I can keep it.
So you can
I keep all of them, man. Yeah.
I didn't know if you were trying to assign us to
No.
For when I get back from college, I got 4 years term for working or coaching for.
Little did you know the fine print. I mean, I would like a little bit, at least, so I know whose it is and whatnot. The last thing I have is the parents of, well, all parents, but the parents of the seniors. I know I probably speak for my dad, but I cannot tell you guys thank you enough for what you guys have invested into the organization, invested into me, invested into him. One thing that I think I'm proud of is 6 of these guys up here actually didn't play directly for my team. They played for Coach Adams' team. And I think sometimes that kind of gets lost in this thing. At least I know from my conversations with parents when they kind of first come in, everybody wants to play for me, and I'm like, hey, I can't have 30, 40 guys on my roster as much as I'd love to. So a big part of this is extending my trust to other people outside of my team to be able to accomplish the same goal. So again, for everyone in this room, I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate it. The Rawls family, Moss family, Cook family, Hernandez family, Mendez family, and then the originals over there, Jakowski, Alamans, and Evans. I can't thank you guys enough. It really means a lot.
Thank you, Carson. You have done a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you said it. I do have a gift for you guys, but it's not finished yet. Is it? No, it's not. It's not. Nothing you can eat. I'm sorry. I gotta get a picture. Huh?
That's a story in itself.
Hey, y'all smile. Break the camera.